Welcome to Arsenal Studios. This is Learning English with Movies. In this video, we'll be discussing the fantasy adventure, Dungeons & Dragons, Honor Among Thieves. We will also practice using FIRST Conditionals. If you are new here, the goal of this channel is to help intermediate English language students practice and improve their English skills by using movies as the main topic. If you like our content, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Dungeons & Dragons, Honor Among Thieves, is an upcoming fantasy adventure that promises to bring the beloved role-playing game to the big screen. A role-playing game is a game in which players assume the roles of characters in a fictional setting and engage in storytelling and problem-solving activities through their characters. The film stars Chris Pine, Michelle Rodriguez, Regina Page, Justice Smith, Sophia Lillis, and Hugh Grant. The film follows a group of misfit bandits, led by a charming bard who steal a powerful relic, only to realize that they have put it in the wrong hands. A bard is a character in role-playing games and fantasy literature who uses music, poetry, and other creative arts to entertain, inspire, and even control others. A relic is an object, artifact, or sacred item that is historically significant, culturally important, or revered for its association with a particular event, person, or belief system. The group must now undo their mistake before it's too late. One of the hallmarks of Dungeons & Dragons is the epic quest, and this film certainly has that at its core. A hallmark is a distinctive feature or characteristic that is typically associated with something or someone, an identifying trait or quality. The trailer teases a fun and action-packed adventure filled with creatures and magic, as well as a healthy dose of humor and silliness. To tease means to give a hint or suggestion about something in a playful or provocative way, to provoke or entice someone in a playful manner. The film promises to bring the playful spirit of the game to life on the big screen, and with a cast that includes some of Hollywood's most talented actors, it certainly has the potential to do just that. Spirit is the emotional or moral essence of something, the character, energy, or attitude that defines a person or thing. The Dungeons & Dragons franchise has seen multiple attempts at bringing the beloved role-playing game to the big screen, with varying degrees of success. The first attempt was the 2000 movie of the same name, which received negative reviews from both fans of the game and critics. The film starred Jeremy Irons, Marlon Wayans, and Justin Whalen, among others, and followed a group of adventurers as they tried to stop an evil sorcerer from taking over their kingdom. A sorcerer is a character in role-playing games and fantasy literature who has magical abilities and practices sorcery. Unfortunately, the film was poorly received by both fans of the game and critics alike, with many criticizing the weak storyline, lackluster special effects, and uneven performances. Lackluster means lacking in energy, excitement, or interest, dull or uninspiring. However, the franchise continued with the 2005 direct-to-video release of Dungeons & Dragons, Wrath of the Dragon God, which fared slightly better with fans. Wrath means extreme anger, fury, or indignation, the state of being outraged or infuriated. In 2012, a third film, Dungeons & Dragons, The Book of Vile Darkness, was released, but failed to make much of an impact. Vile means extremely unpleasant or disgusting, morally reprehensible or wicked. However, 2023's Dungeons & Dragons, Honor Among Thieves seems poised to succeed where others have failed. Poised means confident, self-assured, and ready to take action in a state of balance or equilibrium. The film's focus on a heist and a group of unlikely heroes makes it accessible to both fans of the game and newcomers alike, and the blend of action, humor, and fantasy should make for an entertaining ride. A newcomer is a person who has recently arrived in a particular place, group, or organization. The film, which will premiere on March 10th, 2023 at the South by Southwest Festival, is expected to be one of the year's most anticipated films. Fans of the game will likely be thrilled to see their favorite characters brought to life on the big screen, while others unfamiliar with the world of Dungeons & Dragons will be able to experience the thrills and chills for the first time. Thrills and chills is a phrase used to describe experiences that are exciting, suspenseful, and sometimes frightening or exhilarating. Honor Among Thieves, with a brilliant cast, a fun and interesting story, and plenty of action and humor, has all the components for a good fantasy adventure picture. I would like to invite you to check out my online course at Thinkific. The Learning English with Movies course was designed for intermediate English language students who love movies and filmmaking. You can practice your English reading and listening skills, learn new key vocabulary and grammar, and confirm your comprehension with fun quizzes. The Learning English with Movies Kindle ebook is also available from Amazon. For more information as well as fun and useful tips and recommendations, you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Now, let's practice some useful grammar structures. First, conditionals. First conditionals are used to talk about possible future events or situations that are likely to happen. These sentences are formed using the present simple tense in the if clause and the future simple tense in the result clause. For example, if the upcoming movie Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves is a box office success, it will likely spawn sequels. In this sentence, we use the present simple tense is in the if clause to indicate a possible future event, and the future simple tense will in the result clause to show the likely outcome. Here are other examples. If Dungeons and Dragons is well received by audiences, it will likely be a box office success. If the movie Honor Among Thieves exceeds expectations, it may become a franchise. If the special effects in Dungeons and Dragons are impressive, it will add to the overall experience of the movie. If the humor in Honor Among Thieves is well executed, it will add to the overall entertainment value of the film. Thanks for watching. Have you seen the Dungeons and Dragons movies? Are you looking forward to watching Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves? Have you ever played the role-playing game? Write down your thoughts in the comments below.